Now, I became interested in politics in 2016. Remember back at that time when, Brexit loomed its head, and there was the referendum. Well, I started looking into like the fors and against and could see that for me personally, Brexit would be a mistake. But I started digging deep into the political leaders of the time and those who were driving forward that the need to leave the EU and making all these promises, which I could see were false promises. But people were being led to vote for something that they didn't really know how it would turn out. It was an idea. And it also, it being successful meant having the right leaders at the right time. And I personally don't believe we had that. Despite this, my interest in politics for my sins continued to grow. So I really began to research, deeply into political characters, and what I was finding out was not good. So although the whole politics thing intrigued me, I did feel that much had to change in the political world. I had hopes for Labour for this general election, and I felt very disappointed. I didn't vote for Labour, but I did feel they were going to win. And I think, like most people, I've been a bit dismayed by some of the decisions that they've made. We certainly need change. We need positivity. We need hope. I think most people would probably agree we do need something different. And like many people probably listening to this, I've been dismayed by the resurgence of the far right of the political spectrum. Sort of the hatred, the divide, the anger. And I understand why some people are angry, and I understand why there's fear for some people, but I don't believe that this is the way forward. So I've been I've looked at all the political parties, followed them, studied them. And, I've long sort of wanted the Greens to do well. I'm an environmentalist. I, sort of write about conservation. I care about wildlife and nature because we're all part of that, although we're so far removed from it for many people. Our whole lifestyles are built around work, the drive to work, the need to work, the need to earn more money, to outshine the neighbours, to get a new car, to get new things, get much more material things. Oh, no, we don't need all that. I mean, of course, I'm not saying people shouldn't go to work, absolutely, but, find work you enjoy and make it a passion. It's what I do. But that's not always possible, I understand that. But where I've been watching the Green leadership race recently, and Zach Polanski won the leadership, and you may have seen him on TV. Very charismatic person, talks the talk. But more than that, there's passion, right? There is enthusiasm. There is a real desire for change. Now, I know no one person has the solution for everybody, so I'm not saying that, but I do think it's worth taking a look at the Green Party. Go and have a look at their policies. These are policies that are carefully thought out. Right, it's not like Reform, which are only shaping their policies, and we're hearing some horrible potential policies coming forward. Very glad to say that the Greens are not like that. Now, you won't agree with every single thing. I mean, no one party is ever going to give everything somebody needs, but what I do think is needed at the moment is hope. I do think Zach Polanski, as the leader and potential future MP, I think he will bring hope, and he will bring like this chance for change, right? So it will be a chance to think differently. And the reason why I think this is good is because we're too wrapped up in like capitalism. Of course, the country's economics are important, but there are better ways. And people, and of course the very planet on which we live, should be considered important too. Do you feel important right now? Do you feel that in the workplace you have opportunities, that you're appreciated? Many people won't. And do you feel you earn enough? I mean, often because of the spiraling rents and just the whole way the economy works, you work, and then everything you earn, you pay out. Change is, well, it needs to come. And that's why I think taking a look at the Green Party could be useful for some people. I think, if anything, it gives people hope. And boy, we really need hope right now. I encourage you to go and have a look, but do share your thoughts with me. What is it you like about the Greens? What don't you like? What would you like to see different in your own life? Why do you think people are turning to reform? Are you concerned about that because you don't like the underlying message, which is one of anger and and hatred, and it's unhealthy and it's dangerous, but just tell me your thoughts, whatever they are. I mean, my account here is basically about talking to you, sharing my views, sharing news, but also opening up the dialogue, because that's important. Your views should be considered, but if you're going to respond, explain why you think the way you do, and what you would like to see happen. Then we get a healthy debate. There's a dialogue there. If you'd like to give me a follow to find out more political news, and also news about social injustices and things that's happening that could affect you, then do give me a follow. But if you can like and repost this, I would really appreciate it.